Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Ultimate Jug Series, episode number 2. I appreciate all y'all watching episode number 1. Boy, we launched that thing and it caught on fire, Joe Allen, and had a few questions about it. Let's get those out of the way. A couple of things that people asked me about. They were questioning our line length. Okay. And you had 3 foot on the braided nylon.
And 18 inches on the
monofilament. Now that is pretty much the way you fish in the spring, right? You don't vary your lengths. But it's okay if y'all want to.
Right. But this is cut length. And then you tie your snail and tie to your swivel. And the reason for that, you're going to be fishing in water that's probably, 3 to 4 foot deep, because they're moving in them flats. Mm-hmm. And that's the reason for this a little bit shorter. Now, there's always variations.
That's right. Like that place we went the other day, those shad were down in that 12 or 15 foot of water.
Well, exactly.
But it came up to 5 feet of water, and that's where the catfish are going to be this spring.
And it will vary, like you said, unto where they're at. Mm-hmm. Like I said, if they're still in the main channels, a 6 foot line may be better. It just depends on exactly what stage they are in, at that time. But generally from February to it gets hot, over in April or May, this is the length I use back in the flats. And then as they start progressing out, you can do, a little bit longer lines and it'll work fine.
But let's make it perfectly clear. If 6 foot lines work for you, use them. What we're trying to do on this series of videos is to help you understand why you use a braided nylon line instead of that white line, as long as you want it, a circle hook bent to the offset a little bit. And the rig is what we're talking about. So if you want to do 6 foot lines, that's fine. If you want to do, whatever you want to do is fine. We're just giving you the basics. The first video was the rig.
Exactly.
And that's what we want to do. You want to recap that right quick, Joe?
Well, like I said, I use anywhere from a 3/0 to a 5/0 in the circle hook. And me personally, that's the catcher right there. There's no doubt. And then like I said, you use your 18 inches of mono, anywhere from 30 to 50 pound test. Your 18.
30 to 50 pound. I made a mistake on the first video and said 20 to 40, but it's 30 to 50.
30 to 50. And the reason for it, I like a little bit heavier line, is because of the like I said, the way the catfish is, they're real abrasive, especially in big boys. And you might catch a big gar, and they'll fray your line. It just keeps you from having to recut. Exactly. And an ounce to ounce and a half, or you can even go smaller. A 3/4 to a 1 ounce.
But now let me tell you what I did too when I rigged these jugs up. I had those. We talked about it on the last video, the egg weights at the holes wasn't big enough. Right. And I know why, because I'm using number 36 braided nylon, which number 18 in the spring, but I used that this summer. So I had that. But anyway, it wouldn't go through the eye of my lid, and I took a pair of pliers and I grabbed hold to my lid and I got me a drill. And a drill bit and ran it down through there.
That's what I had to do. Yeah.
So there you go. That's a tip, y'all.
But now the 36 is what I like
in the summertime.
In the summer, because you got something to grab to like a rope when you're fighting that big. Because you hand fighting him then,
And I'll show it to you in a minute when we go over these noodles. But right now, I do want to thank everybody once again for watching these videos, and thank you for subscribing to my Gettin Outdoors with BDL YouTube page. Somebody asked me today why you wanted people to subscribe to it, and it's very simple. The more people that subscribe to my YouTube page, when I broadcast my YouTube live streams, it makes it more attractive for a sponsor like Dunn Sports.
That's right.
So that's the reason I appreciate all y'all subscribing to the YouTube channel, because we're going to do a lot of this stuff.
Exactly.
This is the way it's going. But today's, this is video number 2 for the Ultimate Jug series, and we're going to build some jugs. And Joe Allen, I'm going to kind of turn it over to you, because now you're fixing to show something that I've never seen with these type spring jugs. Now I know about the summertime jugs, because you and David Rayner schooled me on that, but this will be a first for me, so go ahead.
Well, the thing I like is these about 16 ounce,
20 ounce
Powerade or Gatorade bottles. And like I said, I spray them from the inside.
Yeah.
I don't spray them on the outside.
You gonna show us how to do that?
Well, I'm gonna, just get you some good pink or fluorescent paint, and all you got to do is open the lid on it and just spray, just keep spraying and spinning,
roll it around
until you get it like you want it. And then once you get it full or colored to the where you can see it, and then after that, that's when I go to the tire inner tube.
Yeah,
you got
that is a bicycle tire inner tube.
Exactly. Well, I got these at Walmart. You get a 24-inch here and just a bell, bicycle
tire inner tube.
Exactly. And it ain't nothing to it, because all you got to do then is just you take it and stretch it over it, and
just fits right over the top.
Exactly. You just, that won't be y'all know.
Live action.
But anyway, you spread them right out over the top, and after you get it on
that tight.
Well, that's what you want.
Yeah.
And after you get it on here, all you got to do is take your line that you already got rigged, slip over it, pull it tight. And the whole purpose of the bicycle inner tube is for your hook. You don't want to damage the hook, but you want it to where you cinch it up tight.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And once you get it up real tight, because if you don't get it up real tight, when you put them in your sack or whatever, they shake loose, and then you got a mess. Mm-hmm. But see, when you pull right up here, pull tight, and just hook right into it, and that's it. You got it, and it don't shake off. And you throw it in I use crawfish sacks. That's the number one thing. And like I said, I take and on the tire tube, just a pair of good scissors, cut them about 1 inch.
That is nice.
And your rig is ready.
It's ready to go.
This is the ultimate jug.
For the springtime.
Exactly.
For the springtime now.
Exactly.
Well, I'm going to show y'all how I rig up a noodle. Now, Joe Allen does it completely different from me. You take a noodle and you tie it around the middle. Now,
and that's not the best. Your idea is really better than mine.
But it takes a lot more time.
Yeah,
it's a little more
expensive.
But what I use is I buy a noodle like this right here, and I got this from Coast to Coast True Value in downtown Camden. It's 55 inches, and I can get, I got it wrote down here. I think I can get 4 12-inch, about 13. I cut them about 13 inches, and then you get a 6-inch one at the end, and you can put 2 of them together. But that's what I use, and I get some 10-foot PCV, just a cheap pipe, and a 10-foot section will make seven pipes, like this, and then I cap them off with a 1/2 inch cap. Those caps are about 49 cents a piece. Mm-hmm. And then I take another cap and I drill a little hole through it, and I put a screw, an eye bolt. This is a 15th, 16th inch eye bolt. And then I go on the inside and I get some silicone. You see where I put that silicone, and I just drip it down in there where water won't leak, where it won't fill your tube up. And then it's so easy and it fits so good. You just slide it on there, and it gives you a little resistance, so you don't have to put no glue or anything, and just pull it down there, and then get you some just regular PVC pipe glue and put that on there, and then pop it on there, and that is it right there.
Well, like we talked about earlier, there is an advantage to your jug over mine, because this jug you can take your 30-foot lines if you're going to use summertime, or if you're going to use the short lines in the spring. So it really is going to save you money.
If you see how I've got mine rigged up with the 3-foot line, but see, I've got a snap swivel on the end of it. I can just take that 3-foot line off, and I got my 30-foot line hanging up. I can just snap them right on there. But this might be a little overkill in the spring because you might not need that much buoyancy.
Well, it just depends now. And there's some big boys up there in the spring too
true.
now.
That's true. But that's basically, my rig with a 30-foot line. But I'm rigging up with the 3-foot lines for the springtime.
Well, like I said, that saves a little bit. You can rig up. You can use the same jugs there for the other. Just swap them out.
And one of the comments we had on the first video we put up was from Wesley Feely, and he said go by the dollar store or something and get some glow sticks if you go on at night. But we talked about that, and my experience, and it's not very much with jugging. I used to think you had to go at night, but I'm going in the daytime now. But safety. I always say you want a headlight or plenty of lights. Make sure your boat lights on. Glow sticks would be fine, Wesley. Also, you can go to the parts house or a hardware store and buy you some reflective tape and cut you off about 1 inch square and put on your jugs. All that fluorescent paint, I guess it shine in the dark too.
Well, when I was buying the paint the other day, we went through the craft section and they have a glow paint. And I said, because sometimes I'm like, not necessarily my springtime, but the other jugs, I may run them one time at 9 or 10 o'clock before I go to bed. Mm-hmm. And with that glow paint, that would be pretty good. That would be nice.
Now, what is your experience and I know when I first started, what we would do, we wouldn't leave till right at dark, 7:30, 8 o'clock. We would go throw the jugs out, stay out there with them a little while, and we'd come back in and go eat supper, and then come back and run them, like you said, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and rebait them, and then go to bed and come back the next morning. Exactly. Is that the way you do it?
Exactly. That's
it. That staying up all night, I'm too old for that. I can't do it. Me and old Wayne Guy used to do it. Me and old Wayne Guy used to like to throw out 100 jugs.
Well, maybe 30 years ago we'd do that, but not now.
But hey, once again, thanks everybody for listening. Anything else, Joe Allen? We have this is the ultimate rig now for the spring. With exactly. Recap the 20-ounce bottles of rig one more time before we.
Like I said, it's we got the 20-ounce bottles.
Painted from the inside.
Inside. That just keeps from scratching it up. And I love it because, like I said, you can't mess it up. Now the paint's on there. And then cut your inner tube.
That inner tube is just... And I was wondering, I thought you was talking about a car tire inner tube, but that fits perfect on that.
Tight. That's what you want. And like I said, you don't damage your hook. You pull it right out and you put it right back in. Ready to go. And as long as you use all the other components, you got your 30 inches here, 18, that your swivel, number 3 swivel, ounce to ounce and a half on that, 3 to 5/0 hook.
Be sure to bend it.
Yeah.
Put that offset on it.
You got to do that twist. If you can't see that.
And you also that snail knot, which is I was a little intimidated when you told me about that snail knot, but it is easy to tie. It is very easy to tie. I rigged up 8 jugs this evening. The first time I rigged them up, it probably took me 3 hours to rig up 8 jugs. This afternoon, I probably rigged them up in less than an hour.
Well, think about it. You need to have actually. I take a short piece of noodle and have me some hooks with a snail up to right here, and have a loop or something tied here and keep them on it. That way, when you do break off, you got another right there to grab and put on there. But if it's not snailed, see, it's not going to turn up like that.
That's right. And that's the key. That is a key.
Because you think when it comes in bite, it's a guarantee.
And now in the springtime, these short line jugs probably get hung up a little more than those long line jugs.
Right, and that's the whole reason for all that. You can still grab this here and pull and break if you have to, break it off, and you still got your swivel. You still got everything. You don't lose nothing but this. So that's another good factor for having the mono.
That's why we call this the Ultimate Jugging Series. This is episode number 2, How to Make Your Jugs. Episode number 3 is the one I'm looking forward to. We're going out in the river, and we're going to take Kevin Sims with us.
Exactly.
And I don't know what kind of cast net. He might have that 40-foot one.
Oh, he got them big ones.
Yeah, but we are going to show y'all how to locate shad with your electronics. We're going to show y'all, Kevin's going to show us how to throw that cast net and how to catch bait, and then what to do when you catch the bait.
Exactly.
And that will be our next series. And then series 4, our final episode, we going fishing, and y'all going to go with us, and we're going out and throw some jugs out. We're going to catch some fish. We're going to bait up, show you how to bait, show you how to catch them. We're going to show you the stuff, the dip nets, and we got to have a hook.
Exactly.
And when we're going to bring them back here, and Joe Allen has got a couple of electric knives, one new one you just bought, that high power, and he's going to show us how to clean your catfish with electric knife, and that's going to be series 4. And we really do appreciate y'all tuning in. Go to Gettin Outdoors with BDL Facebook page, not Facebook, YouTube page, and subscribe to it. Of course, like the Facebook page also. And Joe Allen Dunn at Dunn Sports in Thomasville has all of this stuff ready to go except for your 20-ounce jugs. Now you're gonna have to get them yourself.
And I would appreciate if anybody that has any extra they want to get rid of, they can bring them by there. I'll take them.
All y'all listening to us tonight, if you drinking Powerade or Gatorade and 20-ounce jugs, please save them and take them by Dunn Sports or bring them to me, because we need them all the time.
I need 50.
All right, anything else, Joe Allen?
That's pretty much it.
Man, I can't wait. We got Kevin. Y'all got a deck to do this weekend, but we are probably not going to get to do that video this weekend because y'all going to work on the deck.
Right.
And it depends on the river, if the river comes back up. But we're going to get to episode number 3. Keep up with my Facebook page, and I'll let y'all know as quick as we film it and quick as we get it up. Thanks everybody for tuning in to the Ultimate Jugging Series. This is episode number 2. Anything else, Joel?
You got it.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all listening. Appreciate you tuning in, and appreciate you subscribing to the Gettin Outdoors with BDL YouTube channel. See y'all on the next episode 3, where we will be throwing a cast net, catching shad, locating shad, and that's going to be a great, great time.
You don't want to miss that one.
Don't want to miss that one.
That's going to be the exciting one.
It could be some bloopers in that one.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in.